What's wrong with being an angry prophet denouncing the hypocrisies of our times?
Do you want to be an angry prophet denouncing the hypocrisies of our times?
Yeah, I think I'd like to be an angry prophet denouncing the hypocrisies of our times. Then grab it! Grab it!
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Turn on, tune in, and drop out.
Yeah, I'm super cool.
I never once said na-da-da.
I think everyone wants to know where we came from and how the universe began.
You know what I'm saying?
I have sinned against you.
Reese.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Reese on the radio here, and I don't know what to tell you. I've been receiving a lot of emails and a lot of questions about what's the holdup. Well, I'm with you there. What is the holdup? We were supposed to have a trial that started back in July. Then we were supposed to have a trial that started in August. Then, of course, as you know, September, October. And here we are back into November. All the way into November. This trial or this case started back in April of 2008. We've already had one trial. That was in March, resulted in 11 not guilties to 1 guilty. I got out on bail on April 2nd, and we're here. Months later, when Rachel Ferrari, the assistant district attorney who took on this case so long ago, said that she was insistent on going back to trial, that she believed that her witness was indeed telling the truth. Well, if you've read Anatomy of a False Rape Claim right here on www.reasonoradio.com, you've already read the facts of the case. You've probably already learned that the detective that the witness initially saw and made the complaint, Detective Robert Abuso, was the only defense witness who contradicted the testimony of the accuser. Now, that in and of itself should sound odd to everyone. You make a claim to a detective that begins the investigation as to whether or not Reese Hopkins raped you. And then when we get to trial, that same detective, Robert Abuso, is the only witness for the defense, not the prosecutor. He's not there to bolster or back up the claims of the accuser. He is there to contradict the testimony of the accuser. So we ask, why isn't the prosecutor's office eager to get back into court? What has been the delay? Now, look, I'll be honest with you, in interest of full disclosure, there are some hurdles that they've got to jump as of recent. They've had to deal with some very, very dire and serious issues on their part. But I'm not at liberty to give you that information. I'm not here to showboat, and I'm not here to gloat. That's for them to answer. Those questions should be and must be answered by them. So I'm going to give them the opportunity to do so. And that's for you to just ask. So contact Rachel Ferrari, ADA Rachel Ferrari, ADA Robert Hadelman, or the District Attorney's Office of Cyrus Vance. You can contact them and find out what's the delay. It's been 3 years. 3 years. Since October 22nd, 2008, when I was arrested for this heinous crime. If they're so certain, why not be eager to put this guilty man, as they see it, behind bars? There shouldn't be a delay. I want my day in court. I want it now. I want it yesterday. I can prove that I didn't commit this crime, and I've always been able to prove it, no matter what. The witness themselves has already made it clear that this crime did not happen, just by changing their story in the fashion and the ways that they had. That's all I can say. And you can read a transcript yourself. I've got a copy. They're all available. They've been made available to the public. The question is do you want to read them? Why should a man's life hang in the balance on an accusation that has been already proven to be untrue and inconsistent? Now look, I'll be honest, I need to move on with my life. I want nothing more than to move on. I want this horrible chapter in my life to be over. When people have said to me, write a book. You know, you should write a book about this. It's such an amazing story. I'll be honest, I don't know where to go there. I'm not much of a writer, and I don't know if I could ever really, really write a book. I just want to go back to doing the things that I love. I'll be honest, I miss what it is that I used to do. I miss being on the radio and dealing and engaging with the audience. It's what I was born to do. I believe that I'll have that opportunity again one day. But that day can only come after the prosecutor's office in New York City brings me to trial and ends the delay, ends the filibustering, ends this ridiculousness at this point. That's it. That's all I can say. So if you'd like to contact them, please do so. You can contact my attorney. You can do whatever it is you want to do. But I want this to come to an end. And it's about time it did. Well, thanks for viewing. Thanks for logging on to Reese on the Radio. And all of you out there who still support me, I love you. And thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in me. There were times when I didn't think that anyone could or anyone would. But you were there and you stood by me. And that says a lot to me. And I love you and I respect you for it. I didn't do this. I didn't commit this crime. And I never would. And I stand by that. And I'm willing to go to bat, and I'm willing to go into that courtroom and prove it. It's what I want more than anything. I want it known that I didn't commit this crime, and I deserve that day in court. Give me my day in court. Stop holding out. Stop with all the games. Stop with all the junk. Let's make it happen. I want my accuser on the stand. I want the cross-examination to begin. I want Detective Robert Arbuzzo on the stand. And trust me, he's done nothing wrong. I hold no malice towards Detective Robert Arbuzzo. He did what he was supposed to do in the capacity that he was in. And that was to believe the accusations being made to his office and to him. And he followed through. And today, unfortunately, he has to go up against the group he's worked with for 9 years. And that's not his fault, and that's not on him. He's not responsible. He's only doing his job, and I respect him for doing his job. But the prosecutor's office, it's time for you to do your job. And that's get into that courtroom and prove your case. Bring this to an end. How many years are we going to have to wait? It's been 3. It's Reese on the Radio.